What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy. I'm coming at you with another video. And as you can see, I have a lot of tabs opened up. I have a lot of tabs opened up for a reason. Because, well, it's another Angry Joe video. Let's be real. There's some stuff going on. I'm a small channel. And here's a topic to discuss, honestly, because I do enjoy this. Angry Joe. You can never deny that he's a good video game reviewer. Everything else he's a shill on. And literally everything else he's usually says is pretty much good or okay. He's not there. He's not a pop culture person that much. That's Joe. Well, the other day, and I did a video on this, he decided to pop off. Racist April O'Neil is not white, yada, yada, yada. You know, you remember who he popped off about, right? You know, he popped off about Gabe El-Taib, quote tweeting Eric July, and we'll come back to that. He quote tweeted Lord Shane, well, he screenshot Lord Shane Davis. Shane Davis of Comic Escape, by the way. Melanie Mack. And lastly, Avatar Politico, who I still don't know. Well, because in his tweet, he does infer that all these people are one, racist, and two, awful people. Just, he infers the worst of it. Straight up kid stuff, as you can see. Well, Eric July made a response video. As you can see, he made a response video. And guess what happened because of his response video, which honestly was a legit thing. Eric was tweeted about. What happens? I think you need to apologize for popping off and having your fans come at me. I wasn't talking to you. You were only shown because some moron had quote tweeted your tweet. None of what I said even applied to you. It's weird you think it did. It's your energy that needs to change. So he also posts this. Apparently he did this in Eric's video that he took a screenshot and obviously cropped down. I was wondering why my video suddenly got mass downvoted. Just so you know, young Rippa, I pulled that picture from Screen Rant and I used it for the top tweet from Gabe Super Ultra Maga Dude. Your tweet is only on there because that guy retweeted your tweet. I didn't even know who you are before this. If you coming to see me in real life, you better come respectful because you popped off for no reason on a misunderstanding and sent your Rippa fans to mass downvote my video and come and attack me because you misunderstood I wasn't talking to you in my tweet, yet you act like I was directly addressing you. So slow up, take a deep breath, and realize the only reason you were on the picture was because some dude retweeted you with his own stupid take of April O'Neil is white only. Well, there's this magical thing called cropping. I have to crop a lot. I'm a memer. I have to crop pictures and videos of thumbnails, all that. You know about cropping, Joe. Why didn't you crop out Eric's tweet? Why not? Oh, because you also were labeling him. You're just now deciding to not do anything because Eric popped off. Because Eric doesn't take that crap lying down. And yes, you did, maybe inadvertently, accused all these people who you say are, you don't know anything, but Melanie Mack, big gamer, big in the gaming industry. You probably know Melanie Mack. You accuse them all of being racist and kid enthusiasts. Trying to be as safe for YouTube as possible because you can't talk about a lot of that stuff. Very heinous crimes. You did accuse them. Eric has all the right in the world to make a video. And what Eric said in the video is what he says to everybody. If he sees you in person, he is going to talk about this to you, and he might be a bit angry with it because you did accuse him of outright evil things, as Eric points out. But I didn't even know he had a video. Actually, Eric didn't know he had a video because you come over to here. Hey, it's Angry Joe's video. Yeah, it's downvoted. So I scroll through the comments, and up first pinned top comment. This message is for the young Rippa fans brigading the channel because of his recent attack/response to Angry Joe video. I posted this over there, and I'll post it here for you as well. I was wondering why my video suddenly got mass downvoted. Just so you know, Rippa, I pulled that picture from Screen Rant. Oh, it's the same thing. You didn't watch the video. I didn't even know you had a video. Eric was responding to your tweet. I don't even think Eric knew you had a video. Nobody said to mass downvote your video, by the way. And when you go through his comments, it's Seth Rogen, TMNT will probably be as well written, witty, and entertaining as Santa Inc. Yeah. Angry Joe, big fan of your show for a long time. However, I must respectfully disagree with you with regards of April O'Neil. As an African immigrant to the US, I also grew up on TMNT, and I love the original version of April. She needed no change or variations, and swapping her race brings nothing new to her character in my view. I also find the complaints levied by others to be legitimate grievances against a beloved character, not because they are racist/evil individuals, as you genuinely label them as. I loved your reaction, and I look forward to your review of the movie, which I'll also watch myself. Seth Rogen, I see no real indication of Eric July in anything here. Oh, Ripper presented facts and yeah, there's one. How's it racist to one character? Okay, there's another. But a lot of these people, Eric probably never sent them over. Actually, legitimately never sent over. I've watched that video multiple times. Today, actually, because I was planning this video while I was at work. Never said it. And either of his videos never said it. He did point out, though, that you started sniveling and crying because you got called out. And we'll continue down this path because, which is the better way? Yes, let's start here. Because Eric comes back. I'm not apologizing for Ish. You put in the post, it's still up, and you include me. If you're excluding me and didn't mean it, you go detract the post and add a clarifying. Gabe isn't a moron, by the way. Stop with the ho-ish, though words to think it did. Your post includes me. If that's a mistake, say that, but don't act like it's some irrational position. Yeah, legitimately. If it was a mistake, take it down. That's the call for retraction, mind you. Because you did insinuate that Eric is into very evil stuff. You get this. By the way, I don't know who Gabe is, your friend. In my opinion, this tweet was moronic. He said April O'Neil is white, dummies, despite the character being black in comics and cartoons before. Bro, no one gives a ish here is where it's from. No, now quit crying. Joe, you're the one crying. Eric laid it out flat. You're the one crying. You still associated Eric with all this because you didn't crop the picture. All you had to do was crop this out and leave Gabe in there. And yes, Gabe is actually Eric's draw artist. So you done effed up. Let's continue because it gets better. It says more about yourself in that you would liken someone to be a racist or a pedo when you didn't, as you admitted, even know the person. Yeah, as you basically, hey, I didn't know this person, so I claimed they're a pedo. Good. Yeah, that's what he did. He admitted it. You're also well behind your own arse, as the origin was already addressed. You gave enough ish to certainly like people to I cannot say this. Egregious liking people to egregious ish. Yeah, he did. Again, we go back to the original tweet. We go back to the beginning. You likened Melanie Mack, Gabe El Taib, Shane Davis, and Eric July, I still don't know who Avatar Politico is, to racists, pedos. That's what you did, Joe. They have every right to clap back. What's worse? What's worse is you didn't even know these people. You didn't even know anything about them. That's what's sickening here. You were so eager to hop on this railroad that you likened random people you knew nothing about, knew nothing of their arguments, to racists and pedos. That is disgusting. But it keeps going on. Oh, we got this part. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I apologizing. It just keeps continuing. You have different angles. They keep replying back and forth, but I'm gonna get a little political for a bit, and I'm sorry, but this is when it begins. This is when the good stuff begins, in my opinion, because they call on Jeremy. Of course you aren't. This goes back to I'm not apologizing. Gabe isn't a moron. Okay, of course you aren't, and you also want to threaten me in person over this ish. You got some big head thinking I'm over here directly addressing you in my tweet, and now doubling down. Real tough guy over our cartoon character. That's the real ho-ish. Stop embarrassing yourself, Joe. Joe, you started this. This is we're gonna jump to this because this ultimately brings in Jeremy. Because this is what Joe is doing. He's playing the victim. You did do this. You might not have meant to, but you inadvertently brought Eric into this because you still have him on the tweet. The tweet is still up, still here, still exists. Didn't crop this out, haven't done anything. All you had to do was crop this out. That's all you had to do. You didn't do it. But of course, Jeremy comes in. D-Day Cobra. Love the man. It's his birthday today. Well, yesterday for you. Today for me. Happy birthday, bud. I can't wait for Anime Matsuri to see you again, if you ever see this. But Jeremy rightfully points out Joe's playing the victim. Puts on the meme that we basically just saw. Opinion, throws it on the internet. Help misogyny. Yeah, that's what Joe does here. He puts out his thoughts. Eric claps back, cries victim. You get somebody bringing in a MAGA, starts talking about MAGA, as you know. And of course, angry Jeremy has to come in because it's Jeremy. We all know Jeremy. We love Jeremy. He's an interesting dude. Brings Trump into it and seems to think Eric D. July is MAGA. You can't make this ish up. Plus, why can't I ask my right-leaning, passionate culture war pundit at Fatal, I don't know who this is, and potentially at Eric D. July about who he may vote for? I find you guys fascinating, screaming about the culture war stuff, and want to know Trump or DeSantis. Who do you think will stop all this woke nonsense? You're more obsessed with Trump than me, and that's saying something. Seek help, TDS broke you. Also, you didn't simply ask anything. You assumed and labeled people without even getting a reply. It's a common problem from people with TDS. My favorite part of your meltdown was you point blank admit you don't know anything about Gabe El-Taib, yet you still decided to label him potentially a potential racist and also a child diddler. People like you are effed. It's really weird. Joe responds, except I didn't label him a racist. I didn't know him. The permission you are going on is that I said Eric is racist, which never happened. People like you are beyond effed and argue in bad faith. Y'all just inserted yourself into my timeline over me not caring about April being black. You have the picture here. You called them that. It's blatant. It is blatant what you said. Racist. April O'Neil is white, not black. I'm tired of being replaced. This is BS. Woke, woke, woke. Not racist. Weirdos. I don't care that she's black, but why isn't this 12-year-old hot and disturbing instead of ugly and fat? Can't wank. Rest of us, who the F cares? Is it a good movie? You associated Gabe, Eric, Shane Davis, Melanie Mack, Avatar Politico with that. You cannot get away with it. You even have your tweet right here. It blatantly says that, Joe. My God. Are you that stupid? You are great at video game reviews. Everything else, you're awful at. You called them that, then admitted you knew nothing about them. And now you're saying, no, I didn't. Yet you have the tweet here. They're coming at you because these are their friends. Because you went after their friends. Melanie Mack, beloved. Gabe El-Taib, the drawer, the artist for ISOM. I have my ISOM somewhere around here. And Eric July, Shane Davis, Comicsgate. Comicsgate will take good care of you, by the way. Shout out to them. I don't know who Avatar Politico is. You called them racists and pedos. Yes, you did. It ultimately, you get Joe ending it all, and not, you see me. Any of you generally want to explain and help me understand why April O'Neil can't be black in her, 7th iteration? At D-Day Cobra, at Eric D. July. Just tell me why straight up so we all understand instead of taking it personal when I call out weirdos who throw a fit when this happens. You know what? I can give Joe some credit. It's starting to seem like he wants to legitimately try. So it ends ultimately for as of right now because Joe decided to go on this all-day freakout, it looks like, with Jeremy laying it out. Come on Tuesday night's main event. I think it would be wonderful to have you on Tuesday night's main event, Joe. I'll show up. I'll watch it live. This would be great. This would be wonderful. You can actually engage with these people and realize where they are coming from and understand the actual argument. The argument on why it shouldn't happen. One, you already posted a falsity. She was never actually black. That's just a myth and a rumor. Two, you're going up against people that honestly trust this stuff. I agree with these guys more than anything else. I think it's wrong to change these characters, and I think it's kind of racist and bigoted to change these characters for whatever reason, just for diversity reasons. That's why I don't like it. If Angry Joe goes on, that gives him major props. He's still freaking weird. He did accuse all these people of being racist and pedos. I've said it multiple times now. It's right here. It's blatant. He decided to freak out. He decided to cry, whine, and freak out after Eric made a response. Not to his video, to his tweet. But hey, that's just me. That's just what happened. And this is my take. Let me get you guys' thoughts down in the comments below on all this. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it out with your friends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.